today we wanted to discuss the topic racism. That's the feedback that we received from some of our audiences with regard to racism, which we feel that so many people are still dealing with it, whether it's in school or out of school. We need to acknowledge that it still exists and how we handle those types of situations. Racism is horrible, it's unacceptable, and if we have any issues with it, we should definitely discuss the issue with the authoritative figure that's in place wherever you are, having this situation. So there's 6 ways to basically prevent racism in schools, and that's professional development, cultural relevant teaching, lessons on racism and conflict resolution, and also we need to discuss how racism impacts and how that has an effect on our child or an adult or whatever. But we have to openly discuss the topic, and also by partnering in our communities just to show togetherness, etc. I believe that racism is something that you're taught. I don't think that you're born just being a racist. I think it's taught in the privacy of your home, and we got to keep in mind that most kids, all kids for that matter, are a product of their environment. So it starts from home, and I think it's very important that we teach our kids that we're all equal.
Yes.
And it doesn't matter what color you are. If you were, no matter what citizenship you received, as long as you're in America, you are an American, and we all should be considered equal. And there's black smart kids, there's white smart kids, there's Spanish smart kids, there's, it's just...
There's so many smart kids.
There's so many smart kids,
True.
and it doesn't matter the race. There's rich black people, there's poor black people, there's rich white people, there's poor black people, there's rich Spanish people, there's poor Spanish people. I think in order for us to create a community of togetherness, we all need to be on one accord, and it doesn't matter what race you are. And again, if you're experiencing racism, do not be afraid to share that with your family member or your authoritative figure that's in school. So, Ellie, Dav, I don't think you guys ever experienced racism, right?
No, but some kids in my school, my friends, are experiencing racism because all of the other black kids don't want to hang out with this black kid because he's kind of like special, but the white kids don't want to hang out with him either because they say you don't belong with us.
Right, and see, that's a great point you brought up, because racism doesn't necessarily have to be the color of your skin. People are being racist against other people that have disabilities and things like that.
Disabilities.
Right. Gay,
yeah.
Transsexuals, etc. We need to stop. We're all one. We all need to come on one accord. It doesn't matter what your sexual preference is. It doesn't matter the color of your skin. If you have a disability, you should still be treated like a human being. And I think we need to, again, this starts from home. So how would you deal with racism, Daviana, if someone was racist against you because of the color of your skin? How would you deal with it?
Well, I would just stand up to myself, for myself, and say,
that we're equal.
Yeah, that we're equal and stuff.
Right. And you have all types of friends, correct? Like,
yeah.
You've had all different races.
I have Spanish friends, white friends, black friends, everybody friends.
Right. And
disability friends.
Exactly. And I think it's important that we learn about each other's culture, because once we know about each other's culture, we'll start to see that individual as a human being and really be excited about all of the things that they're all the things that they have in their culture. So I think, again, racism also stems from a lack of knowledge. When you don't really know about a person's culture or their upbringing, you tend to be very judgmental. So once we start to really get to know an individual, and then we start to change how we feel about them. So it's important not to sit back and judge, but it's important that we get to know exactly who they are, and that's how we can kind of really say, we can judge them on the experiences that we have with them, as opposed to judging them because of the color of their skin.
Yeah, also what you said, they judge them because of race and education. So let's say somebody's dumb and they're, let's say, Ecuadorian. They think that's the whole culture is dumb. That's not, no.
Right.
It's not fair.
Exactly. They start to think that just because they are Ecuadorian and they have a learning disability, that the entire culture
Exactly.
has
It's
a
not.
disability. Or if they see a lot of African Americans in the news, they seem to think that all African Americans are horrible people
And evil.
and
stuff.
evil, and that's not the case. There's good people in every race. We need to love people on the experiences that we have with them. We need to love people in general. And I think that, I actually had spoken about this topic on my personal page on Facebook with regard to making love the foundation again. And once we start having love as the foundation, we'll be able to love people for whom they are, as opposed to their culture, their race, their upbringing, their money. Love is missing in so many things, and we need to bring that love back. More love and less hate.
Yes.
What do you guys think? More
Love and less hate.
So that's our topic on racism. And how to deal with it. Again, just be you. Be strong. Not everybody's going to love you. Not everybody's going to like you. But just be confident in who you are. Whether you're black, green, purple, or indifferent, you're still an individual and you deserve the utmost respect. I happen to be an African American, a black educated woman, and I'm proud to be an African American. I don't want to be any other race. And there's other American women that are just as educated, or there's Spanish women that are just as educated. But we need to go back to our ancestry, because we all have more things in our blood
than just African American Spanish.
Right.
Like
and
that.
Once you really do some research on who you are and where you came from, you'll be less prejudiced towards other people. So let's just come together, everyone, as not as a culture, but as a family, and put love in the foundation of that coming together, as opposed to hate. And I think we can do some amazing things in our community and just in the world in general. We need to stop trying to separate one another. We've come too far, and now, since we are in a place where we have our independence and we have everything that we fought strongly about, we should continue to come together as a people, and not so much as a race or anything like that. So we need to stop being prejudiced towards gays, towards people that are Christians, towards people that are Muslims. And again, we need to just get to know people on a cultural basis. I think, again, it's very important to culturally teach about people's culture, and also prevent racism in schools by having more professional development and stuff like that. So anytime anyone is racist against you, stay strong, believe in who you are, know that you come from a good family, and continue to hold your head and fix your face. And no matter the color of your skin, the same opportunities that are out there for me, or for an American person, or for a Spanish person, is out there for all of us. So don't stress, okay? We love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We look forward to, again, bring you up in personal into Mommy and Me chat.
Don't forget to subscribe, and comment what you guys want us to talk about next.
Yes, we love you guys, and stay tuned. Keep following us. We're going to have some great content and so many great things coming up, okay? All right.
Bye,
Have a
guys.
blessed week.